wo hadamadin ila nyantolum preji kendomi annun ji senango adabe hadamadun la baluwole kono annun hadamadun ka fengo fen dundi akono kono ayanda ke ku senango ay ke kuti mi yalo ko ata hadamadun mantora madingul one stop water solutions limited ibe janne gambia banko kan annun ye fitarole natal me yalo ko isala jiol kende andi anu isa senen inatale pour ka ji kendo ji senango natale gambia banko kan jio mi yalo ko atal mantora la annun jio diata baati one stop water solutions limited ye filtarle natal me yalo ko alse muna fanganola alla pompol isala jiol tenteng ya senendi coming alla fala nyame naketa pompoti bang abo holo fo nawek la pipe wala a filter sifa o sifa one stop solutions ya natalele 10-inch filter set of 3 ya sotalele filter mi yalo ko asidiyota aya tenteng natara bankole ba kono fa kenyo wala kankan be bije isa be bon filter fana member ko 12-inch set of 3 filter mi yalo ko asidiyota aya dada aya senendi mense beta alla jata kendato o fana sotale CTO block carbon filter o fana mu filter mi yalo ko asi chemical o bonnino jiol kono le mense beta alla jata kendeya filter mum boko CTO block carbon mensi jiola chemical o be bondi akono pour kala jata kendeya sahen nim filter sabol be kili wo kili na pansundoku na wata tankol fanan sotali kabrim 500 5000 fokata 10000 liters plumbing fittings fanan be mol bulle alsemol tarano sukuta highway mariama kunda johnson wala ismol kumandi 505 5691 796 8270 one stop water limited solutions inatale ka jiko be sonende gambia banko.
Hello there, you're watching QTV this morning, and I'm your host, Jennifer Sonko, here with my lazy, he's lazy today, here with my lazy co-host today, Ali Cisse. It's a lazy Wednesday, isn't it? You saw that.
But anyway, it's good to be back here because, I mean, you're watching this morning program. I am Ali Cisse.
All right, but anyway, like I always say, you know, this is just what we love to do. In as much as sometimes we leave here late, but we just want to come back and continue doing it because it's what we love. Not for the money, not for the fame, not just for anything. That's the beautiful aspect of it.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, you come and then you're so just that lazy. It happens.
Sometimes
they feel like, wow.
Why, Mr. Adebu Rombe Benela, Jenna, what are you walking on? Then you know you have to get up and do something. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us once again. So we have the African proverb as usual. We have the newspaper review, and we are joined by MS Ba. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. And on Community Watch today, we'll be taking a look at dance entrepreneurship and on social issues. Ali, for me, today is that day that we have social issues as a topic for me, considering the fact that today we'll be talking about the effects of broken homes on children, as well as relationships, as well as divorce, as well as wuje, as well as yubari. Social issues with land on social issues. Ñun musu ñoo def social issues as a segment. Tay la mo am. Uyuma wuje bek yep ci bir.
Why bu fa na bal mi fa nek nak
why ba legi yow balde neko fi way yow tamit ya ngi waja taka jabar di ñu wax naka la mo démé. So and also we have sports update. We'll be joined by Ade Drami, and also on the click segment as well we Churchill Balde will be here to give us an update in relation to what is happening in the world of entertainment. But I'm particularly excited about our social issues today. But what is our African proverb?
African proverb says no matter how hot your anger is, it cannot cook yams.
Lo mermer munta toga lan munta toga ebe lo mermer sa merbe munta toga ebe why. But Aliou, have you been so angry at a point in time where you took a wrong decision nga mer be nga xamne da nga jël decision bo xamne fim nek ni ya ngi tok nan man suma xamone li duma ko def?
Yes, it happens. To be honest, it happens. Like when I get angry, I'm just that crazy person.
Why dang de mer de Aliou? Dang de mer. So yow comme ka xam nga ne dang de mer naka nga de témé sa bop?
Yeah, I mean, in most cases, what I do, so I realize that things are getting out of hand. I draw a line.
Okay.
And keep to myself.
Okay.
Just to keep myself calm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I try as much as possible not to go deep. But I draw a line and then just be myself until when I'm calm, then
nga ñëwaat. Wow, MS.
That's how I.
Kii moom daf dee mer moom. Aliou waaye xam nga nit ku dee mer déedéet du loolu sax nit ku dee mer façon mer yi boo ubboon xolam bi tey xam nga ne dara nekk comme dama laa expérience merkat most of the time so ma bëggoon a xam rek balaa ñu ñëwaat mu ngi bëgg a justify boppam du ma nangu ma bëggoon a xam rek yow when you angry soo meree lan nga di mën a because nit ki loo mer nga indi solution si table bi ñu solve ko moo gën dan xëj na yenn clashes yoo xam ne are unnecessary.
Yeah, Aliou. Yeah, Aliou is a cool guy. Su mere comme num ko dee defee rek I think it's important buñ dee react suñ mere because daf dee detrimental.
Wow.
Comme man suma mere because human nature absolutely.
Wow.
Amut kenn ku dul mer. Why it depends on how you control your anger. You know, anger management, stress management. Yep, dafa important si doomi Adama. So the thing is that man suma mere, sometimes what I do is you know, so ma offend su fekkee ne believe naa ne offend nga ma. So ma mënuta apologize also. Suñ mënuta come into conclusion at that moment. I just also keep it to myself.
Okay.
Be living be calm, ma ñëwaat ci yow. Ma ne la definitely lii ak lii bëgguma ko, and then I think it's important that you understand it. Yeah. So but waaye tamit du unnecessary mer tamit. Ma dee mer unnecessary.
Wow.
Yeah, su ma meree rek xamal ne waaw lii nga ma torop.
Waaw loo xam ne
waaw yóbbu nga ma comme ñu ne béy moom duy maate waaye soo ko yóbboo ba si fence bi dafa maate. Comme proverbe bi comme nuñ dee wax stress ganaar safut paaka.
Waaw
xam nga ganaar lu mer paaka su ñëwee rek ko lii.
Waaw
So I think this is a good proverb.
Waaw
te
pour
nit ñi definitely dañ war di xalaat naka la ñoo mun a manage seen anger, especially the young people right now, because léegi da nga gis ne nga dem sa léegi yéen ñaar ngeen lii rek kenn start génne butel génne paaka fekk yaa ngi mer nga def reaction boo xam ne after solely it's dangerous.
nga la moto like suma mere yu bari dama dee teel a react because dama dee soral lu bari. Understand nga because mun ngaa mer nga ñëw wax boo xam ne ëllëg dañ ko regret te aduna daf dee soppeeku lu ñëw ëllëg kenn xamut ko so moo tax like so di la ak ay doomi aadama foo nga bàyyi sa xel ci yu bari. Understand because tey la waaye lu ñëw ëllëg kenn xamut ko so lu jar a bàyyi xel la moo tax even soo meree sax bu dee gën a sax nga stick to yourself nga téye sa boppam bi nga xam ne calme because am na suñu meree at that point suñu ñaree wax rek wala
du baax sax
du baax
ba pare doo dee conscious
exactly
waaye man su ma meree man bàyyi leen ma rant rek guys bàyyi leen ma rant su ma defee loolu man su ma meree génneewu ma ko man I have to remove it dama la ko war a wax
loolu lañ dee
waaw waaye
especially suñ jigéen yi
waaw waaye li ma dee réccu mooy ma wax loo xam ne dina hurt the next person and then later dama ko am pour regret ma dem apologize to the individual man loolu laa feel ne loolu everybody needs to work on waaye man I have to bring it.
Some people are like that. Some are like that.
But in fact, noonu la war a mel.
Waaw.
Man in my case, so ma defee daal daf ma naxari. Mun naa mer at that spot. Duma react. Duma la wax dama la bàyyi si bi draw a line. Until when I feel it's time to talk, ma génn a was. And that's who I am. I don't.
Yeah, but that's how it should be.
Li ma la wax dama la ko
mu ne moom du dogo kenn.
No. Why? No, the thing is like.
Yooyu la ma dee dóora.
No, like.
No, why whole grudges tamit is very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
It's very important as nga nekk doomi aadama nga soo amee def sa biir xol. Lu nekk am na foo koy waxee. ak time boo koy
wax dëgg.
Because wax ñu ne soo ko waxee rek jeex na. Soo xamee léegi soo waxee rek nga mun a yaxaat leneen. Keep to yourself. Ba nga fii ne
waaye xam nga yéen as góor.
am nga sax mun ngaa ñëw nga toog nga wax lu ci yow. Man that's how I am.
waaye yéen as góor to be honest diggante jigéen comme daf dee mën a different diggante góor ak jigéen naka lañ dee mën a handle wax bu sew. understand nga wax bu sew ak yooyu noonu yaa ngi understand man li ma wax mooy jigéen ñi
jooy especially jigéen
man dama dee jooy man moom what I say is nit ki if you need to cry comme ñiinu ne da nga wit man noonu la su ma meree I just have to bring it out but what I'm saying jigéen ñi niñ ko dee handle ak góor yi du benn parce que xam nga ñun dañoo tongoo wante for example ñun duñ wax
loolu na baaxul
waaw fii nag loolu moo fi am nag ñun duñ wax understand nga ba pare xam nga because of wax yu ñaaw yuñ dee waxante duñ dee mën a toogaat together loolu moo am Gambia
to hold grudges is bad nit su la merlooy to be honest the best way is nga calm so pare nga ñëw at a very tight corner ngeen waxtaan you know foog naa ne nit ñi soo la waxtaanee
coming of status update fii ku ne
defante jéena wa yaage wa de
dama la won ne lii la ñoo dunda lii la ñoo dunda moo fi am understand nga gaanuwaale wante bi dem Facebook léegi TikTok bi sax da ngaa gis yenn musique yoo xam ne xëj na jotee ngaa kii nga def ko comme yooyu yëpp mu ngi am jamono moo nekk di ci waaye nekk na loo xam ne war na moo wéccee ku Aliou
waaye si man daal leena moo fa nekk rek ak nu munta xew ay nit doomi adama rek lañ doomi adama lépp looy def ak loo munta mer na nga bàyyi sa xel understand nga na nga bàyyi sa xel ne elek lu ñëw elek kenn xamul nañ bàyyi wante xel ci bi it place liggéeykaay dafa gudda tànk nañ bàyyi wante xel tey mun na am ngeen fii bokk liggéeykaay ngeen jotee fii elek ngeen daje feneen
elek ñu dem sax nga ne ko suma boss feneen
exactement soo mën a defoon ne lépp lay def rek na nga bàyyi sa xel trop si tànk ñi ngay diilal soo meree xamal nooy wax lu am solo la
ba pare before we go for the break ma just put across ne it is not by force that you have to deal with a certain group of people. Freedom of association. Absolutely. If you feel that associating with a group of people affects your mental health, it's okay not to talk to them. You can say hi to them. But do by force na da nga wara wax ak ñoom because mo ngi affect sa mental health. You can step aside. Lolu tamit is important. And as much as we want peace, people to come together, nit ñi harito, waaye soo demee ba fii ne group of people yi seen behavior affect na suma mental health. Comfortable ma seen boor sa right la pour nga withdraw am nuyu wante seen diggante boo soxlee dara su ñoom nga def ko jaamane ñooy parce que islam sax dogal loolu la dogal so I think it's important that we also put that across in as much as Aliou is the peacemaker. So we will go for a short break and when we come back we'll head right on to the newspaper review. Do stay tuned.
Begin your SUV life. S-Pass Motors, the new authorized dealer for Kia. Visit us today or call us on 3522-222, 353-2222.
Welcome back from that break. I wish the viewers sometimes have the opportunity to actually get to hear our conversations behind the scene. I just feel like those conversations are even more exciting. So Aliou, we are moving on to the newspaper review. Thank you so much for joining us once again, MS Ba. And what's on The Voice?
Well, on The Voice, still 2 killed in economic rebel clashed in Casamas border. MS, I know you've been following this story. Also, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is in talk with the Mauritanian government over detaining 35 Gambian migrants. Benjamin Roberts appears before House Committee over alleged corruption at the Ministry of Tourism, GT board to be specific. And also over 30 Gambians demand for their forfeited plots in Bato Kunko. That's what I have on The Voice newspaper.
All right, and moving on, the progress today, it seems most of their stories are international stories, but we have few that are local, as here it is said that Malians in Gambia take to the streets when it comes to ECOWAS sanctions. Okay. And also Gunju reacts to news of detention of sons in Mauritania with cautious optimism. So these are the 2 local stories that we have. We also have the story of the MFDC rebels hold Senegalese soldiers as well. So I think it's important that we start with that, considering you just mentioned MS has been keenly following developments when it comes to that.
The incident in the Fonyi region, we say reports, according to reports, no, the rebels in Casamas, the MFDC, clashed with the Senegalese forces here in the country. Quite unfortunate incident.
Very unfortunate. You know, they say when 2 elephants fight,
it's the grass.
It's the grass that suffers. We've seen a lot of people, a mass exodus from, I think, Balang, Balangar or Baling village, from Fonyi, the Gambia end, because they are scared, you know, because of the exchange of gunfire and stuff. So those people, they left their homes. I think it's important that government to come out, because we've not had government talking about this. I think it's important because right now we are hearing different stories. We know that at least the Senegalese authority has confirmed that 2 people have died. and we've not heard what is happening, you know, exactly what is the stance of the government, the Gambian government. I think the government should come out and then tell us the facts of the case and their stance. Because some were even saying that some Gambian, the Senegalese wanted to use Gambian army as a scapegoat, sort of. But those rumors are going.
Yeah,
I think government should come out
to clear
the air. It's so unfortunate. I think the Senegal Casamas issue, it has been there for decades. This rebellion, it has been there for so long, and then now that such things are happening, I think we should be very careful. And also looking at the economic, I think it's high time now we look into you know, giving back the security to the country's security. That is the army to guard our territorial integrity.
For me, this is my opinion. I mean, but then the fact of the matter is, no matter what happens, the government under the presidency of Adama Barrow should never and ever allow any foreign force to use the country
as a base.
Absolutely. Because you remember the last time the leader of the MFDC, Salif Sadio, granted a media interview. He made it very clear.
I heard the interview.
He has no intention of attacking the Gambia because they have a lot of relatives in this country. But one thing that they would also accept is to have Senegalese foreign forces in the country trying to use the Gambia to attack them.
True.
Because, for example, you can't use MS's house to attack me, and then MS will say, no, don't attack my house.
Definitely.
If that happens, then the rebels have equal right to attack the Gambia.
But gentlemen, like you guys mentioned, we are not sure. We're not actually... we are not actually 100% sure, like you mentioned, in relation to what transpired. Because if you go on social media, you can see that there are different stories to it. So I think I really agree with what you said. The government should come out and tell us A, B, C, D happened.
But it's very dangerous. Because one, you have to talk about the integrity, the sovereignty of the nation. It's, you know, the sovereign integrity. We should guard it. Because our territorial integrity is defined clearly by the Constitution that Gambia is a sovereign state. So, like, such kind of things, we have to be very careful because security issues are very trivial.
It is.
We are not experts in security, but at least these are basic things everyone should know.
And for me, the fact that the citizens around that area are terrified
currently
and are running away, for me,
that's a problem.
Is such a big concern.
And do you know that Gambia has, we were having this border issue with Senegal for so long. Where does Gambia stop? Where is Senegal? Where does Senegal start? So you see, Gambia and Senegal, we are so close to each other. You understand? And then also what happened is, if those people within the border line does not feel comfortable of living in their own country, it's a problem.
It is.
You understand? So now those people from, is it Baling village? They now went to another village. Now, what is the problem? They have caused a burden to other people. Now, who is supporting them with food? Who is supporting them if they have health issues? You know, and we all know how Fonyi is. Some part of Fonyi, no proper health care, basic amenities, you know, it's lacking. So this is going to be another burden. So I think it's important government.
I mean, for me, it's very important. I mean, there are certain things that any country shouldn't compromise as far as your sovereignty is concerned.
Absolutely.
You say security. Security is key. Right. And then for me, the security of this country cannot be entirely live in the hands of foreign forces. This is something that we really have to be very honest.
That is government. I think government took some steps, like for instance bringing the national security policy, also the national security strategy. I think that is good. But now implement it. Let us see what is happening.
Implementation.
I think, you know, now we were having a transitional government, but now we have a full-fledged, like, NPP alliance government. Now the baton is in the hands of the president to ensure that we at least reintegrate or make sure that the security is
so
now.
So the thing is, Aliu, I
in the
think
hands
the
of the
government
people.
should normalize
Yeah.
having conversations with the citizens.
Yeah.
That should be normalized.
Yeah.
I can remember the president used to have a face-to-face. Was it monthly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every something like that.
Yeah.
I think that should come back.
Yeah. The
because
press conferences
just
and stuff.
communicating with the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Just if the presidency came out to communicate with us in relation to what happened, then there will be less panic. People might not even have to like go to other villages because then they will understand what is happening and they'll be assured of their safety. So I think normalizing having conversations, direct conversations with citizens is important.
Yeah.
But just moving on, Aliu, let's talk about migration a little bit. As Gunjur reacts to news of detention of sons in Mauritania. For me, it's not about this particular incident that happened as in Gambians being detained. It's just migration for me as a whole. The fact that it's not stopping. It's not going anywhere. The trend is here. Despite the grants we are talking about on a daily basis, the opportunities that we think we are giving to young people, it's not enough. What else can we do? How can we change this? You know?
I think migration is a human right. We should not shy away from that fact. That is a human right. People migrate always.
Migrating in the right way.
But yeah, but they have to regularize, you know, ensuring that they use the regular means of migration. For instance, if you are going to a particular country, do a research and know what are the requirements. I think Gambians also are very lazy. Some, I can say, not everyone. You know, to put it into context, that some are very lazy, you know, to look into, because there are some countries you don't need a visa, you understand? Like, for instance, Gambians going to probably the Bahamas. I understand that some countries, you know, even Dubai, I've heard people
but the
going there
question is,
and stuff.
MS, these countries, maybe if you go there, you're not getting what you want to get. You know, these countries that are open.
Yeah, but even even the other countries like European countries, I think you need to know what type of visa I need, what type of documents I need to go there. I think sometimes people have the chance, but also giving the visa, I think also we have to look into that, the other end. Europeans should also see us. I'm not saying they are not seeing Africa as that, but we should see each other as partners, because this is a global village now. You know, we should make sure that the globalization is realized. But I don't know what happened to Africans, because even within the African continent, to travel within this continent is a problem.
It is.
It's easy to travel to Europe, you know, than to travel from Gambia to East Africa.
And you know, the funny is, if you're going to Kenya, if you're going to Kenya, for instance, they take you all the way to Qatar, and then from Qatar to Mombasa.
Obviously.
You go to Asia and come back. So just within us, it's difficult.
That is very far.
Yeah.
For instance, sometimes you want to go to Sierra Leone from the Gambia. You have to go up to Togo sometimes. Sometimes you have to go up to the Central Africa. You have to go up to the Eastern Africa. You know, Sierra Leone is just at the corner here.
Yeah.
So I think it's
one
important to
also
and then you have to
use within to strengthen our internal regional migration, sub-regional migration, before we think about also going further. But migration is definitely a human right. You cannot stop people from migrating, but I think people should also look into using the normal means of migration, making sure that at least they seek the documents, the required documents. Because even in the Gambia, people coming here without a proper regular status, they are deported. Some are not allowed to enter this country. So it's important because it has security ramifications. It has some threats. People entering in your country without even knowing who they are.
Yeah.
No country will allow that. Like, for instance, if I had to climb Aliu's window, you know, and then Aliu will be like, Aliu, so I'm a Jassi. So I think it's important to also, if I come to Aliu, I tell Aliu that, oh, I'm coming to your home. And then I come through the door. We have a nice chat, and then I can do whatever I feel like in your room. Aliu.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I think it's important.
Also, moving on, Malians in Gambia take to the streets when it comes to the issue of Mali. So where are you? What are you saying as ECOWAS put in sanctions?
Yeah, I think Mali, definitely, I think ECOWAS should definitely strengthen their approach first we understand that the guy, the colonel, is it the general or colonel? Want to extend the transition.
Yes.
But that is a full-fledged mandate. If you want to stay till 5 years or 6 years, that's a full-fledged mandate. So I think ECOWAS should look into more means of engaging Mali.
Okay. What means are you suggesting?
Because now, they are not, all of them are not speaking in one voice. For instance, you've seen Guinea. Guinea has opened the border. You've sanctioned Mali. Why not Guinea? Why is Guinea saying that they are going to open the border with Mali? Is that effective? So I think the sanctioning is good, but also let's look at other approaches. Meanwhile, the sanction should be there. But I think it's also important to further look at other means to ensure that this transition, is fast-tracked, obviously. Because if they sanction and then the Malians are protesting that they are supporting their general, it means people want to see him there. Or people don't, also want to see ECOWAS sanctioning them because it has also ramification on people, repercussion. If people cannot get basic things like food, if, that the businesses also, the local businesses, if it is not moving as it is, then it is going to affect the population of Mali. Probably that is not what ECOWAS is aiming at. So anyway, let's look at the both sides of the thing. We know that Africa is very difficult if this military took over.
And it's becoming
really
a trend.
Want to enter
Burkina Faso.
So they really want to enter themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know what is their intention fully, but I know that their intention is to stay longer, which will create more problems for them. So the most important thing is to make sure that you do a transition, because this man made double coup, because first he is the president, and second is the civilian-led government. He could coup and then he came back.
Is that
so I think it's important. So I think it's important that ECOWAS to look at it holistically. I know they've sent envoy like Goodluck Jonathan was, leading the process itself. But I think they also have to further.
My problem is the fact that coup d'etat is becoming a trend in Africa. Presidents being detained. Burkina Faso President Kabore detained. It's just becoming that trend.
Yeah, but it's because of the leadership.
Yeah, and right now they have dissolved the parliament and suspended the constitution.
Yeah, it's the leadership. Now, for instance, if you tell your people that you are coming to bring, or you are going to stay for a short period of time. Now you want to extend that. It's a problem. You understand? Or if you tell the people that elect me, I will change certain things. I will do robust reforms. And people are not seeing that. And they are seeing probably you are enriching yourself, trying to bring your family members, running a government as a cabal. So definitely people will get angry.
But
it's not a solution.
Should that be a justification for coup?
No, it's not. It's not. Definitely, coups are illegal. But it is happening.
But it should. It should not be. What you just said, it shouldn't be a basis for me. In any way.
But now people are using it as a yardstick, and it is happening. Now, how can we solve that? So leaders should also make sure that they deliver their promises and ensure that they don't stay longer than the period.
But if this trend continues, we can't head anywhere as a continent.
Yeah, but now it is happening. These are the realities. Sometimes what you think works or what you think is the general or standard thing might not work for everyone.
And Aliu, the sad part is the public is happy about it, because when it comes to what is happening in Mali, people coming out to protest.
Yesterday, even Burkina Faso, people were celebrating, jubilating. So it means people were in bondage. It probably, purportedly. But now, what I'm saying is, I think we have to look into this.
Yes.
Maybe equally, there are other people who are also staying at home, not out on the streets, and also support the idea.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It could be. Yeah, I said it could be. That is what I've said. So I think what the most important thing is to look at it holistically and ensure that, because this is happening here in West Africa. Look at West Africa. How many coups?
te ECOWAS amuñ fi benn doole man loolu jaaxal na ma.
No, am nañ doole.
ECOWAS amuñ benn doole fi West amuñ fi doole.
am nañ doole
ñu ngi nii wax ne ñu def sanction Guinée ñu ne déedéet. loolu fan la sa doole
am nañ
féete.
doole de am nañ doole. Probably the approaches are not the way they are approaching things. Come, for instance, you cannot accuse me of something while you yourself is found wanting of that thing.
That's the
so mo wahi
sad
time
part.
limit yo sa bopa yange entrench sa bopa. Dina la tie seriously. Wala nga ne ma ne bul tux de yange tu cigarette. Xam nga duma la tie comme ku serious. So I think our leaders should be very
But
serious.
MS, before
about
you
issues.
leave, due to time constraints,
Yeah.
what's your take on Senegal's parliamentary and mayoral election? Did the results shock you?
Not actually.
It didn't?
Not actually. I believe that definitely Senegalese democracy is really maturing. This is like people are not just moved by leadership or whatever or power, but they are moved by their independent conscience.
Okay.
So what they think is best for Senegal. So that's people decide. So that's their decision.
I saw somebody said
but
the mayoral and
that's
the
it.
parliamentary election is a referendum against Macky Sall. I saw somebody said that.
Actually,
I think
that might be an opinion, but
Yeah.
I think this shows the democratic nature of Senegal. I think Senegal definitely. I'm very impressed about them. Their democracy.
Thank you so much for joining us, MS. It's always good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. So we will go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, Aliou, ñu dugg ci social issues. Man tey social issues bi man yow man social issues bi tey du nekk lu ndaw de ak ku ñoo join. We will go for a break. We'll be right back.
Easiest way to receive money transfers from abroad? Well, Q Money and Ria just made it happen. Now you can receive international money transfer from Ria directly into your Q Money account with no additional cost. Once you receive an SMS alert about your transfer, walk into any Q Money agent across the country to receive your payment for free, or use the money immediately to buy credit, Q Power, and other Q Money services. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For more info, call customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Calpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Want it? Order for it and pay quickly using QuickPay on the Q Money platform. With great technology comes ease and convenience. Get a glimpse of what a comfortable life is with Q Money by dialing *323# now. Call 133 for more information. Q Money, Sunu Calpe.
I am the light goddess. Everything I touch turns into light. I am the light at the end of the tunnel, and my technology is the answer. I am the happiness in your life. I keep you connected, and I am Q Power. I am QCell. I am Sunubus. We innovate, others follow. Call 111 for more information.
Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. So film na ni dañoo olofal. Film na ni dañoo olofal parce que social issues lañ wax. Issues yi xew ci biir dëkk bi. And we're joined by Nancy Jallow. If you follow her on social media, you would see that all the time she's out there speaking out for people, speaking on behalf of people. So it's quite normal that we have her here today just to have an honest conversation about things that happen in the homes, raising your own child, going through divorce, you know, what you look out for in marriages and all of that. So Aliou ñu ne bu fi wax wax bu bari.
No, man kay moom mun maa on.
Di nga wax nag. Thank you so much for joining us, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure always. QTV is home.
Yeah, QTV is home, definitely. So, Aliu, let's start with, raising a child. Currently you have a son that you're raising alone.
Yes.
So I just want to understand. Ma buga xam rek nit ki so nekkee yaay am sa doom di ko yaral sa boppa. Yan steps nga wara jël. Ba pare am na lu tudda co-parenting. Mooy ne jëkkër ak jabar suñ seyatut dañ wara try seet naka la ñoo come together pour upbring child bi in a way ne du na ma yaay du na ma papa. Loolu naka la mun a amee.
Maybe xam naa nañ ne kii ndaw la pour wax si he raising a kid.
Waaw.
But dama foog ne especially in suñ society it's easier, this whole co-parenting thing, whether the other parent is there or not, especially as a single parent. Am na nit ñu bari ñu ma jàppale. My mom, my cousins. So he has a father figure. He has, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, we live outside of Gambia. For it's just me and him. Gambia, you always have help from outside, for extended family members. Like, I'm here today, he's at school. If I'm not done, my mother would help pick him up. So there's always the mothers, the aunties. Like they always say, it takes a village to raise a child. And obviously doing it alone have its challenges, but I always say I'm lucky, and I know most people are. I've never done it alone. You always have family, friends who are always willing to lend a hand, show their support. But I know there are a lot of women out there who are struggling on a daily basis. And I hope as parents, they always I'm not time boom neon. And every time divorce it creates tension. But eventually they always want hopefully jama dina be nyari parents to understand it's not about you two anymore, especially where a child dombi, it's about the kid. And sometimes there's so much anger and being a parent, the other one maybe might not see it that way. But manama believe eventually, even as the kids get older, it's about parenting, not for them to get together, but really to coexist in the same space, because for the rest of your lives you share halabini.
Wow, halabi yena ko jur. Why nañ wax ci divorce bi tamit Aliou, because divorce nekk na loo xam ne dafa metti. Sometimes nga gis ko divorce mu mel ni ko xelam dem. Am na fi. Am na ñoo xam ne dañoo divorce seen xel yi dem, because divorce bi si anam bu mu happen dafa ñaaw. Xam nga ba pare dañ dee wax ne sëy lu ko taka tasu ko. Waaye man loolu gi comme tas bi dafa xaw a bëri ak man daal si biir dëkk bi te mënumaa xam lan mooy problème bi te at the end of the day tas bi sometimes doom su duggee mu gën a jaxasoo.
So dama foog ne Gambia, especially suñ society léegi, the reason why the rate of divorce is higher than comme ñun suñ yaay.
Waaw.
I think it's because we have more options as women.
Okay.
And globalization have happened. The world is smaller.
Waaye man dama bëgg nga olofal de.
Hey, tey nag moom tey nga rey ma dama dee mu ne ma olofal tey nag tey jéena ba tey moom jekku nga ma. Waaye dama ne àddina dafa soppeeku.
Waaw.
te ñun dëgg la suñ culture moo ñu lal. suñ lépp li ñoo def si àddina we always dañ dee always gestu suñ culture. ak xam nga wat dama fa ne divorce léegi dafa high parce que xëj na sëy yi kilifa yi jàppaatuñ si comme niñ si doon jàppee. man noonu laa ko gisee. ne kilifa yi parce que bu njëkka ba pare léegi ñun suñ sëyee dañ dee dem sëyi. before boo sëyee yaa ngi si kër bi ak sa goro yi su problème amee balaa moo even génn to the side jabar bi goro yi dinañ wax nañ jéem a xam nga navigate jéem koo defar xam nga wante su fekkee yow yaa góor bi rek la in this space bu dara xewee yéen ñaara am pour figure ko out te xëj na yéen koo jéem a nuppal di ko xam nga dina xaar ñu sutural ko so by the time ngeen seek outside help affaire si bon na ba nga xam ne is damage beyond repair comme daal yàqu na balaa ngeen see dugal parenting man ma fa ne loolu moo tax léegi te divorce rate gën a high compared to xam nga suñ taami yaay yi ak suñ taami maam yi
waaye ñu ne xale yi léegi ñun suñ zaar yi ñun ñu ne ñun suñ zaar yi maak yow pare wu ñoo sëy ñu ne loolu moo tax tamit daf dee tax suñ sëy du dem ñu ne ñun dañ dee dem duñ bugg a toppatoo goro duñ bugg a toppatoo njëkke ñu ne dañoo dem sa di biiñal suñ di goro yeeg suñ di Massi Aliou Cissé dafa bëgg nga dem sëy si kër boo xam ne kii daf laa bëgg a yóbbu si village bi ngay suñu
Jéroba nga yaaxa sa der Aliou
Jéroba
bul yaaxa der Aliou da nga am jabar Aliou amagul jabar nga yaaxa deram mi jànq yi dañoo daw de don't listen to Jéroba bul yaaxa deram okay go I think ne it's just yëfi generation different generation la xam nga suñ yaay yi dañoo wax ne ñun dañ gaaw a saani suñ sëy yi fonkaluñ sëy you know it's easy for us to walk away but I think ne sëy yu bari nit ñu bari amuñ options moo tax ñu toog fa man loolu laa dee wax ne duma encourage kenn tas parce que tas neexut si fenn it's not we cannot promote that it's not a positive thing nit ku nekk boo duggee si sëy danga si bugg a nekk ba for the rest of your life waaye situations dafa change te ngoro neex na neex boo xam ne te dañ dee wax ne lu feeñ si sëy gisoon nga ko si ngoro but man dama dee personally wax ne that's not necessarily true.
ok so Aliou yow waxal si loolu
xaaral ma ñëw si rek man foo naa soo ko bàyyi xel def na ni tey am na sëy yu bari nit yi nekkuñ di si dugga ngir yàlla liñ siy duggee moo nekk yaakaar
ak xaalis
understand nga ak xaalis bi yaa ngi siy dugga because am na loolu ka di expect
it becomes a business
nga dugga si
transaction
ba pare next minute fekk loo ko fa te li nga wax ne lu am solo la nga émission nekkee góor sax sooy ngoro sax understand nga ki nga doon wane ko si di dem di jaay jombo ñaaw di jaay loo amut no I'm serious ñu bari loolu man si dugga la because dangaa dem di wane loo xam ne doonu loo ko jabar ba ñëw ba dugga si biir loo ko doon wane gisut ko problème commencé di am par exemple tey comme yaa ngi mel ni man yaa ngi jógee si àll bi ñëw yàgga fii rek nga def ba town boy dangaa dem ngoro sax
yow town boy nga de
non man dama town boy man village boy la on sax waaye li si gën a nekk par exemple tey ma ñëw ma la jënd ma sonko ne wala bëgg a taka on sanga ma woon ko ne man town boy la te fekk man maa jógee saare boobu wala maa jógee dongoro ba yaa ngi understand loolu yëpp dafa nekk loo xam ne soo si dugga rek na yëpp leer na leer ñi nga even bere sax nga dem takk jabar sax nga ñàkk ko woon ki nga doon sax mu ñëw nga surprise ko daan di dem di ko jaay loo xam ne amut
soo yow nangoo nga loolu
nanguwuma loolu parce que xam nga lu tax jigéeni generation bii nii duma wax ñun ak saka an background yi jànq bi tam dafa mata su fekkee yaa ngi dem gis xale bu rafet macha allah bu jógee si famille boo xam ne amul dara yow yaa ngi ñëw di ko jaay li nga wax rek lu fa nekkul yaa ngi ko woon ne danga you selling a product she's gonna buy it te lii nga ko miinal si ngoro bi kon te ba leen duggee si sëy bi moom tamit loolu laa expect de wante Aliou man dama foog ne li nga dooree moo gën a important ne léegi duñ dee jiital yàlla si sëy duñ dee sëy ngir yàlla duñ dee sëy ndik xam nga kii dama ko bëgg dama koo sëyal you know through thick and thin whether you have or not ñun ñëpp ñu ngi si social media bi di gis ku nekk di portray loo xam ne nekku fa
pizza yi boga yi
mu ngi nii
waaye ma bëggoon a xam tam Nancy yow fi mu nekk nii ndax yow di nga dem fekki yow di nga dem nekk si yow mun ngaa nekk second wife yow
jéena ba nag moom
damaa laajte
she literally just put me on the spot
de damaa laajte rek ndax mun nga koo def
waaw jéena ba man julit laa
waaw julit nga
man may kan beneen suma if I deny su fekkee ne dama nekk fii di weddi lan la ma naka li islam santaane
waaw
kon te du ma julit da julit la
so yow di nga fekki so boo fekkee di nga bootu si gannaaw aaw bi
I'm gonna play the fifth te jéena ba waxuloo ma woon lii waxuloo ma danga ma esi si show bi
waaye xam nga gis nga jamono moo tollu foo xam ne sax hit na wuje aayatut parce que man dama dee am conversation ak ñi ma mag maa ngi leen di laaj ma ne leen
man suma views have changed about polygamy
gis nga man bi ma doon gën a nekk xale dama daan wane foo waaye foog naa dama nekk di mag suma idea baa ngee change because dama dem ba understand ne it's quite normal léegi pour mu am waaw waaye xam nga góor yi ni ñu ko dee defee la góor yi xam nga luy problème bi ni ko gars yi dee defee la because islam tamit ñoom dañ dee jël ne ok islam wax na ne da nga war a takafoo rek nga daw takafoo waaye ak lan leneen la islam wax tamit emale bi ak yeneen sometimes nan si yooyu noonu ñu ngi koo gis suñ kër yi du fa dee am
waaw non ñu ngi ko gis sax mu ngi play out xam nga publicly man dama ne góor goo xam ne mënuloo manage anything bul dugga si polygamy parce que polygamy it requires góor bi pour nga manage it's different women benn jigéen rek headache la sakaatu maa ngay danga see teg ñaar ñetta ba ñeneent and my position I have evolved bu ma njëkkee sëy su ma waxee waxi polygamy su ma ex jëkkër su ma bëggee yëngal rek dafa wax ne damaa takka seet si saa si may tëb di dal di lii nii bugg a daaneel building bi But I think legi that I'm older and I've experienced life, I'm not against it.
Okay,
and you know what? It gives me a break.
It gives you a break.
It gives me a break. I'm a full deal to put on 7 days a week.
Lenam soko xolé dafa am solo si walé sey. Di nga ñu bari ndefo né so sey ak goor bi yeen ñaar rek la. Waye si man fo na family system am nañ ci influence. Understand nga? Am na ñoo xamné da nga sey ak ñom sax they don't want to accept your family. Understand nga? No lolu am na.
Nancy,
I'm serious. No. Am na ñoo xamné duñu bëgg accept sa family.
Nancy, Kai. Nancy.
Duma la may jëne ba am na ñoo xam ne da nga sey ak ñoom duñ bëgg accès sa famille sax
waaye
pour ñoo defar sa yaay tii sax duñ ko def
waaw léegi te yow nga ne sëy da nga war a sëy ngir yàlla te yàlla tax si fan si alxuraan te suma jàng sorowut
waaw
si fan si alxuraan da yàlla wax ne sa jabar bu sëyee ak yow dafa am pour toppatoo sa yaay sa papa ak sa famille
loolu fi leen ko fekka sa góor
Nancy xam nga luñ bëgg jox ko cër understand
da ko respect jox ko cër
Aliou Mema rek Nancy man li ma wax mooy Nancy man li ma put across mooy li ma wax mooy Aliou man li ma jéema put across mooy ñii luñ bëgg dafay Aliou for instance li moo wax ni dafa yomba fii sa jëkkër nga seyal
waaw
yaa ngi understand yow anything loo defal sa njëkk nga defal ko sa goro is at your own discretion nga toog ne man mun naa dimbali suma goro si lii suma njëkk yi mun naa leen a defal lii waaye loolu enuwuloo ko ne yow da nga war a fóotal kooku
waaye Jeynaba nit ku nekk ak li nga
mun ngaa def
nit ku nekk ak li nga xam xëy na moom noonu lañ ko raisé
loolu fii lañ ko fekk
noonu la gis yaayam di def
li nga ne jamono moo soppeeku waaye loolu fekk nañ ko fii
Aliou ndax yow bëgg nga saraka ñu yóbbu ko si kër boo xam ne ay njëkk ñu fa ay goro ay peccar ko ko toroxal ndax yow bëgg nga loolu
kenn du ko toroxal waaye
kenn du ko toroxal
Aliou Cissé askan baa ngaa gis de jànq yi yéen a ngi seetaan Aliou daal
non déglu ma Nancy nañu waxte dëgg sa jëkkër yaayam ak papam ak sa kilifa lañ yow sa jabara papam ak yaayam on nga sa kilifa lañ on nga so si man am na yoo xam ne si man wax baa dee bari rek because okay léegi things change na people tamba
wante yow most of the time léegi in this generation soo takkee jabar doo ko yóbbu si sa yaaya sa papa yow yaa ngi si city bi
kanon
so it's not like ne yow right now boo takkee jabar sa jabar dafa am pour toppatoo
man mun naa toog man la demal si suma yaa nga def for 1 week na am serious loolu ma ko dee caaxaane sax non man moo tax man loolu ma ko dee caaxaane
waaw Aliou man nga lu ma la advice
Nancy dégg man ku ma takka lu leer laa wax dama si no ba dara
waaw
mën naa toog ma la
waaw ñu ne woon nit ku nekk ak sa prérogative
waaw kon ku la koo jëlal for exemple soo léegi yow boo amee jigéen boo xam ne Mema rek Aliou Mema
am na ñoo xam ne
Aliou xaaral
am na ñoo xam ne
Aliou tam jéem na Mema rek Nancy tey su fi takkoon jabar boo xam ne mu ngi liggéey ni moom di jóg di enu baagam di dangi every day kooku dafaa jël 1 week leave dem toog si sa yaay dafaa jël 1 week leave dem toog si sa yaay you have a long way to go
no problem
so foog naa ne daal li lijjee ba wax ne si sëy an xam naa ne we're running against time lijjee na ba wax si yëfi sëy maa si Aliou gaam fa am na góor yoo xam ne ñoom duñ la sonal si yooyu soo nit ku nekk rek sëy moom choice la xam nga léegi kenn mayetuñu jabar a jëkkër ñun ñooy tànnal suñ boppa tànnal ay dàllar rek tànnal rek
na leer daal
waaw na leer ba pare go with the one
te man li ma si neex mooy Aliou Cissé leeral na boppam ne dafaa toog rek mu ne la 1 week demal place ba nu mu tudda foo jógee dafaa toog rek mu ne la demal Dongoroba 1 week moom demal Dongoroba 1 month thank you so much for joining us thank you so we will go for a short break and when we come back we'll head right on to community watch man yow duma la faale and we will take a look at dance entrepreneurship in the Gambia. We'll be right back.
With so many things to do in a single day, it's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
leer yàgg na fi depuis njëlbeen leer bokk na ci suñ dundin soxla nañ leer
pour liggéey pour sampa pour béy suuf si te itam gisee suñ ànd jàmm yi leer dafa yombal affaire yi yépp moo tax Qcell wecci nu ñoo jëndee Q Power pour nga mun a jënd Q Power si num gën a yombee léegi mun ngaa jënd Q Power si saa si ak suñ Qcell Q Power code bu bees bii star 363 hash pour nga leeral sa àddina mun nga koo jëfandikoo boo nekkee si sa liggéeykaay si kër gi ak bépp place star 363 hash nga mun a jënd cash power si saa si nga jot sa cash power bi num gën a gaawee Q Power leeral sa àddina Qcell.
Begin your SUV life. S-Pass Motors, the new authorized dealer for Kia. Visit us today or call us on 3522-222, 353-2222.
suñu bos ñoo xaali yoon bi ñeneen toppa
Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. Thank you so much, Nancy Jalo, for joining us and having such an honest conversation with us on the program. So, Aliu Sise, now back to some seriousness. Mandumadugati kayo, you know. And we're joined by Ndeifatu Jabang, the founder of Dance Gambia. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. We're so excited about this particular topic because you've changed the narrative so much when it comes to how people used to perceive dancing and just how somebody can just dance and eventually make money out of it. You've changed that and now there's a different concept. So just tell us, you know, take us through how this actually started. Just yesterday I saw a post on Facebook, you celebrating your growth from where you started and where you are now, and I can see it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having us. We're so delighted to be here. Like you mentioned, it's been a struggle. I mean, I've been on the Youth Dialogue before, and I'm sure the audience definitely got the story. But it's been a long journey and a very challenging one. But we push through because when you're persistent and you really have a passion for what you do, you go for it. And despite being a woman and how society will see me as a dancer and someone that is pushing the agenda for dance, for youth to also venture in it. So, alhamdulillah, we started as an all-girl group, Afro Divas, because of the stereotype people have in dance. We thought that, okay, using women to sensitize the public will definitely have an impact, and it sure did. So from Afro Divas, we've managed to grow into a full company that is the Gambia's first dance company, that is like a record label, a dance label that is signing dancers and working with them. So we give them capacity building trainings, we give them skills training, life skills, and all those things that are also included into it, as well as entrepreneurship, of course, because we want them to monetize their craft. So for the fact that the society do not appreciate what we do, we have to push and fight for what we believe in. And alhamdulillah, most of our dancers are getting paid more than me that's sitting in the office or you probably.
All right, yes, that's true. And lu si neex mooy nga am sa jëkkër mu toog sa boor.
Dara daaxu ko.
Di la support si looy def.
Dara daaxu ko.
Jëlut la di la wax ne leneen
dama dem fële.
Dangaa dem Dongoro ba. Sa jëkkër mënoon naa toog ne la dangaa dem toog Dongoro ba doo fi toog.
Bro,
jëkkër ñu ngi laa
bro, am naa mu jóge woon pire ni ko fo jëkkër déglu ba next week na fa dem waay ene si obi 1 week rek
bo moom
ay bu yàlla gis
bro du na bro du tago
Hola,
man more than husband la.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you so much. Just take us through how you believed in her dream. You know, and that is why you are here today. So take us through the journey as well.
I mean, I remember she had, when we met, and we were partners as a dance couple. Right? And when we met, she always had this dream about having a school because her mother was like the same as I've heard from her. So she always had that dream of following in those footsteps. So when she said it, I'm like, okay, a dance company. The idea was bizarre with the society we live in, but then I'm like, okay, it could work. All right. So I remember 2017 or 2016, she had the idea, and we started talking about it. She started having a dance academy. It wasn't, doing well, but she kept pushing to it. Now I left. When I left for studies in 2017, left her for 3 years, hoping that she would not
make it.
No, hoping that she would not like retreat from what she wants to pursue. But then every day we spoke every day. So she kept every day she has some new developments. Right? Then she has new people coming on board, people supporting. I'm like, oh, that's good. Now this seems like something that's going. Now from where I were, I could. Every time she has some write-ups, she would send me, I'll review, send her back. And all of a sudden I'm here, she's like, okay, now this initiative, Dance Gambia, a national dance championship for dance everywhere. I'm like, Dance Gambia, okay. We've seen a lot of dance competitions, they've not gone well. So this might be the one that will. Because I know she has a strong team. She has a strong team behind her. We're still trying to find people that will still make the team strong. So I remember the first edition, I wasn't here. Still feel too bad that I wasn't here, but I remember she complained. Because she was a lot of pressure, struggles, trying to put this all together. But it was a success. I saw photos of her on stage after the luncheon was had, and she cried. I'm like, oh yeah, those tears
you
are
need
not.
to bring that out.
She's not crying because, of something she has not achieved. This was a long time dream, and I'm sure standing there at that podium, just watching the people being there because of her, broke her down. And I felt so terrible. So being back 2020, all I want to do is just see it through. Thank God I'm here for Dance Gambia season 2. Flex Fusion is doing extremely well, alhamdulillah, and I'm just happy to see her grow.
All right. So Ali, it is interesting to know that dancers are getting paid and getting paid a lot of money.
Indeed, I'm even thinking of perhaps having a part-time as a dancer.
You should. You're thinking that?
Yeah.
You should.
Why not?
Okay.
2 jobs. Anyway, congratulations to you and your husband for coming this far. But along the journey, what has been the major challenges?
Plenty. It's Gambia, so it's plenty, because you're talking to we're in a country that's still developing. Right? There's certain things you want to do to excel the brand you have or the initiative you have, but you are limited because there's not a lot of things. And then the support, you always want, as young people, you always need that support from the big men, so that they can help you boost. But you don't get a lot of it. So it somehow breaks down your spirit. But you wake up every day thinking, I gotta keep going. I gotta do this for my kids. I gotta do this for the responsibility of the people I have under me. Because we have seen the dancers under us before. We have heard their stories before they joined, and now.
Okay. So the impact is there.
The impact is there, and seeing it is the reason why we are still in it.
Okay.
We never had thoughts of giving this up, but seeing what it's doing, and it's still doing it, is something that we are not ready to give up now. If we could, which is the plan, we are not going to be the ones running Flex Fusion.
Okay.
Some of the dancers
will grow
take up that
and
role,
take it up.
because if we don't do that, then we have failed. If we keep running it till we are 70, 60, then we have failed.
Absolutely.
Because we want to move on to other things. We have a lot of ideas, a lot of things, initiatives to come with.
And really, I am happy about the fact that I see Flex Fusion dancers in videos. And you know which one is my favorite? Ajindi.
Oh, wow.
I love that. It's beautiful, it's well done.
Thank you.
It's just so beautiful. And not just with that, but all the other videos. It's like a part of what musicians are doing now.
Absolutely.
And that was not the case before. How were you able to achieve that?
Well, the thing is, we communicate with artists most of the time. Like we said, it's a company that has various dance group and individual dancers registered under us. So when artists approach us and we kind of like select the best dancers that we feel will connect to that vibe of a song, the genre, and also bring life into it. So we fuse the different dancers and then just build the choreography. And I remember Old Boy was so happy that he was like, you guys have to be at my luncheon. Like, yo, you have to be there. You have to be there. So it wasn't hard because the artists right now, most of them appreciate what we do. They are like, boy, we never had something like this. Like, you're making our job so easy. We just tell you what you want. We have an in-house designer, we have an in-house maker. Everything we do, we put professional standards into it.
I mean, she's saying it wasn't hard. It was hard. It was hard trying to convince this artist that, you have a one-stop place, then you get all this. You don't need to go book a costume designer, you don't need to go book a makeup artist. We will handle anything. You just pay for the dance and we'll deliver with the dance.
And you know what? When I watched Ajindi, I was watching the dancers more than I was listening to what Old Boy and Gambian Child was saying.
And that was hard. It was hard. I remember she came, we were busy. We had a program we're getting ready for. We were busy. I think he came and I was like, I have this video clip to shoot tomorrow. Was it tomorrow? Yeah.
It was less than 24 hours notice.
And you were able to come up with
right there,
the agenda that people have to go down, come up and all of that.
We were rehearsing at Penchami. We had a live show to do in 2 days. So we were there rehearsing and then he showed up. So we were like, we can pull this. And the dancers, Jay, you'll be surprised that some of them will stay all the way to 12 p.m. a.m. rather, when we are doing work.
Amazing.
Yeah, they sacrifice a lot. And I've seen a few artists like Miss Jobis. We've made her stay till 11 to 12.
Wow.
At night, rehearsing.
For her luncheon.
So you can see how much they have a passion to make sure that, okay, we deliver standards, we deliver something that is very good and people would appreciate. And just sitting here, getting your feedback, just, wow.
Yeah, to be honest, that for me, I watch the dancers more. You know, the agindi, how when you say agindi, you go down, you come up again. You know, it's like, and considering the fact that this is just done in 24 hours, it's amazing. This shows that these people have pure talent and passion for what they're doing. So, due to time constraints, finally, tell us about Dance Gambia coming up soon.
So, Dance Gambia, 4th of February. That will be the finals. We have 4 dance groups that will be going head to head. One of them will be crowned champions with $50,000 cash prize, of course. It will be held at Alliance Francaise on the 4th. We're starting at 5 p.m. You know us and our shows, we don't go late, we start early. Because we also want families to come with their kids and enjoy that performance and entertainment. So 4th of February, Alliance Francaise.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you will be.
Because Muna dafa buga boka si next championship.
Why, you have to be there.
Why hamga Aliu come ki suko yobu on dongoroba. Niko non du muna def liten.
That's right, no, that's right.
So la yobu suko yobu on dongoroba mu de kafa dede melen Aliu mema boko en won yobu ko kachunku wala fene wa nga ne ko tok for 1 month nda dina muna def Dance Gambia fokk nga ne dina ko muna def nañ doole suñ jigéen ni ñu bayyi lu ñoo def ni
no wa Aliu so paré da nga wara gisé suma jëkkër because mashallah ki fuma tok dama ko taga Aliu man suma jëkkër dafa support suma dreams despite stereotype bu deka bi am ci dance.
How many women are in the provinces and they are doing great?
Man
waxuñ la loolu de
yow ni nga waxee ni dem ci àll bi dem ci obbi
waxuma ko noonu bu ya xasana de waxuma
they are doing great.
Ni la wax mooy
ni kon ma baak la nak
waaye bro yow understand na yow moom
suma demee kër I want to have a piece of mind
bro ñun waxuñ fi ne comme ñu nekk up country they are not doing well waaye li ma wax mooy ki fi nekk door fi dara nga ne yow di nga affect lu kooku di def affect dream am bu ko time am wees nga ko dugal si leneen nañ waxante dëgg yéen tamit du dem waay
boobu du dem
anyway fi mu nekk nii nañ seet ajindi waaw nañ seet ajindi thank you so much for joining me jëkkër man jëkkër laa ko de ooyee jëkkër ak Ndeye Fatou thank you so much for joining us. Let's take a look at this video Ajindi by Oh Boy and it's Flex Fusion Dance Academy right there. We'll be right back.
Ila mansa na mandoku ajindi ila dipite na mandoku ajindi ani gofono na mandoku ajindi tubabu karande ufunyaro dorong kunini uyangal tamalan ne monyaite sate sumulu nali ja foi sakembo jomfolo nali manton ko mutaso betanala papa o nali manton ko mutaso betila usinga e bujang sambanjai barawaj sate kelo mambete sambanjai barawaj alla intwa bukaram uliya bende fala base kunyade de uliya bende fala
Ajindi ila kano benin 360
ajindi pare wuli ya woni fe ajindi ida kono fanyo limba modoro nake beso to bara kona kodo ajindi kilkili vula konye credit ko ajindi minga visit akonye sama ajindi na mekanu sama da sila jajijo dusu dama yeso kule akelele dusu dama yeso kule ina da fela korata ko yeso kule makadi seri boy lori nyim fonyo kono na mekanu ajindi mimekanu ajindi ajindi na mekanu ajindi na mekanu ajindi mimekanu ajindi ajindi na mekanu ajindi na mandoku ajindi Duma ila dipite na mandoku ajindi anigo fono na mandoku ajindi tubabo karande ufunyaro dorom kuninu yangal tamalan nyonyaite sate sumulu nali ja fwe sakembo yonkolo nali manton ko mutasu be kanala papa o nali manton ko mutasu be tira uzinga e bujang sambanjai barabai sate kelo mambete sambanjai barabai alla intwa bukaram ulia bende fala pase kunyade te ulia bende fala.
Back from that break, Aliu. So that was Ajinde. You saw those people dancing, and that they are from Flex Fusion Dance Academy, and they're doing so well there. So now we're joined by Ade Drame to take us through what is happening in the world of sports. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I came late to the studio, so I don't know whether you guys were busting some moves or not. So I don't know. I'll have to watch on
He wants
YouTube
to join the next intake of the Dance Gambia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's all about AFCON still.
Yeah.
I feel kind of guilty because I know that there have been league games here in the Gambia, and we've not featured them since AFCON started. So I think we'll have to remedy that in the next sports update. But yesterday, two very exciting games, two quite contrasting games. Senegal and Cape Verde, neighbours, took on each other, and it was a 2-0 win for Senegal, rather. There, I nearly made a slip there. I was hoping it would be a win for Cape Verde, of course. But it's an interesting game. Sadio Mane was concussed, but he got up and eventually scored a brilliant goal. The game ended 2-0, but that wasn't even half the story. I mean, the story was that, you know, Cape Verde ended up with 9 men, having had a man sent off. And Senegal, I mean, 2-0 rather flattered them. Yeah. And to be honest, the thing is, they are going to make me eat my words because they might end up winning this tournament, but they have not played well in any game that I've seen.
You mean winning AFCON?
AFCON, the tournament, Senegal. They're a big team, lots of, you know, huge players. You know, of course, Gambia will probably stop them, but really, you know, the surprise has been that they've not really sparked. And when you think that for much of the game they were playing against 10 men and then against 9 men, really struggled. The last goal, the second goal came in the 90th minute, or after the 90th minute even. And it really wasn't a brilliant performance. But we've seen that in this tournament when Cameroon played Comoros. You know, Comoros had a man sent off and they outplayed Cameroon. They ended up losing, but honestly, they go on with their heads held high. It was a fantastic performance. So that was the first game. Second game was Morocco against Malawi. Malawi scored one of the contenders for goal of the of the tournament by Gabadinho Mango, and a fantastic goal, worth watching. Go on YouTube, you'll find it. And so, you know, it's now getting to the stage where we're finding out who's going to be in the next round. Of course, Gambia safely through to the quarterfinals, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, all of them through. But of course, you know, people are bemoaning the fact that lots of big teams have fallen by the wayside. Nigeria, Ghana, Algeria, of course, Sierra Leone, sorry, joking. Not a big team, but they're out. But it's bubbling up nicely. But what I have to say is yesterday, all the games started with a minute's silence because 8 people were killed in a stampede trying to get into a football match to see Cameroon. And one person gave a really powerful statement to the BBC. She said, were it not for the fact that somebody dragged her from out of the crowd, for about 5 minutes people were trampling on her, and somebody dragged, and she said, I don't know who this person is, but they saved my life. And she said, I will never go to a football match again. She said, I took my young son to his first ever football match, and this happens. So it was really tragic incident. 8 people confirmed dead. Some of the ones in hospital are supposed to be in a very serious condition. So before all of the games yesterday, there was a minute's silence observed by all the officials, all the players and all the crowd, and everybody respected it, as you would imagine. But it's also meant that no more games will be played at that stadium. So the semi-final that was going to be played there has been moved to somewhere else. So yeah, really tragic, and people have been sending condolences from all over the world. FIFA, some presidents of countries have also sent condolences. So, I mean, in football terms, the competition is bubbling up nicely, but that was very much a dampener on the scene. So, and it's been some fantastic games, and games to look forward today. Big one, Cote d'Ivoire against Egypt is the first game at 5 o'clock, and then Mali against Equatorial Guinea. And on the CAF website, the writer there said, this one is so tight, I won't even predict, you know, the second game, Mali against Equatorial Guinea. I think both teams sort of equally balanced. Okay. And you could say the same about Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt. Both teams have had patches where they played well in this tournament, but they've not really sparkled. Everybody expected Egypt to be, you know, amongst the favorites. But the shocking thing is the teams that people expected to light up the tournament haven't done so. And some of the teams that have gone have actually lit up this tournament, the likes of Comoros, Gambia. You know, Gambia, I mean, of course, Gambia totally unexpected, you know, to find themselves in this position. So it's been pretty good. And we hope that it goes through to, you know, successful conclusion. But big games to look forward today. Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, 5 o'clock. Mali, Equatorial Guinea, 8 o'clock.
All right.
Finally, just your take on the Gambia-Cameroon game. Many people, especially fans back home, are so worried about this COVID issue. We've seen Cameroon in all their games, you know, you have
the opponents somehow get COVID.
None of their players is being affected by the COVID-19.
Magic. It's magic. I mean, it makes people suspicious.
Yeah, it does.
You know, how come, you know, Cameroon been untouched? They've not had any player, you know, or with even an official get COVID, and yet every one of their opponents has had to lose players to COVID and so on. It's a bit. I mean, most abysmally, you know, Comoros, all 3 of their goalkeepers were afflicted. And they had to have the left back playing goal, and he had a fantastic game. I mean, in fact, they should have made him man of the match. He didn't get it. One of his teammates got it, but he played brilliantly. So it makes people suspicious.
It does.
That, you know, how come, you know, in fact, if you look at it, almost every team has reported COVID cases, apart from Cameroon, and that's quite extraordinary. You know, so, you know, what's the magic that they have that no one else has? So that's going to be something to look forward to. But
so Mr. Ade, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. And as I said, next time we'll try and do an update on Gambian football.
Yeah, football.
All right, so we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll head right on to Click segment. Do stay tuned.
Yeah, it's witchcraft. That's what it is.
It's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with, and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
leer yàgg na fi depuis njëlbeen leer bokk na ci suñ dundin soxla nañ leer pour liggéey pour sampax pour béy suuf si te itam gisee suñ ànd jàmmay leer dafa yombal affaire yi yépp moo tax QCell wecci nu ñoo jëndee Q Power pour nga mun a jënd Q Power si num gën a yombee léegi mun ngaa jënd Q Power si saa si ak suñ QCell Q Power code bu bees bii star 363 hash pour nga leeral sa àddina mun nga koo jëfandikoo boo nekkee si sa liggéeykaay si kër gi ak bépp place star 363 hash nga mun a jënd cash power si saa si nga jot sa cash power bi num gën a gaawee Q Power leeral sa àddina QCell suñu bos ñoo xaali yoon bi ñeneen toppa Begin your SUV life. S-Pass Motors, the new authorized dealer for Kia. Visit us today or call us on 3522-222, 353-2222.
Want it? Order for it and pay quickly using Quick Pay on the Q Money platform. With great technology comes ease and convenience. Get a glimpse of what a comfortable life is with Q Money by dialing star 323 hash now. Call 133 for more information. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe.
I am the light goddess. Everything I touch turns into light. I am the light at the end of the tunnel, and my technology is the answer. I am the happiness in your life. I keep you connected, and I am Q Power. I am QCell. I am Sunyabos. We innovate, others follow. Call 111 for more information.
Looking for the fastest and easiest way to receive money transfers from abroad? Well, Q Money and RIA just made it happen. Now you can receive international money transfer from RIA directly into your Q Money account with no additional cost. Once you receive an SMS alert about your transfer, walk into any Q Money agent across the country to receive your payment for free or use the money immediately to buy credit, Q Power and other Q Money services. It's fast, safe and convenient. For more info, call customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. Aliu Loidef. So from Nekani, we head right on to the click segment. We're joined by Churchill Belder. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers out there. It's another exciting episode of this morning show. It's your boy Churchill Belder, and I'm here to present the click segment. Tey nag tey dañoo dem si wolof dañ ko wolofal because man suma artist bi lyrics am yëpp wolof la xaw ma ne déggut anglais xaw ma but we are about to find out te moom bàyyi ma bàyyi tooñ bi nag te moom daf maa ñëw dóor moom mu ne moom moo nekk hardcore rapper comme Gambia bi fii kenn gënut koo hardcore. So in the studio I'm joined by Big Rose.
Yeah, you know.
What up, bro?
I'm good, bro.
ñu ngi laa dalal si suñu programme bi this morning show.
Wow, maa ngi leen a fay. Yeah, you know, and thanks for the invitation. Yeah.
Big Rose yaa ngi lost de comme yaa ngi over rare right now comme events yaa ngi daw nekkuñ di gis Big Rose di perform si xam nga main events yi right now yu passé ni yëpp gisuñ Big Rose waagwan.
Non main events yi maa fa woon.
mooy ban.
events yu passé yi.
gisuma la si Naira Marley bi.
Naira Marley bi maa fa.
gisuma la fa de.
Ah kon yow da nga lit.
gisuma la si popcorn bi.
Popcorn bi maa fa woon.
gisuma la nga perform.
Non kon Churchill yow dooy génn.
ay gisuma la nga perform foo perform.
Non perform naa. Yeah.
Non waaye man gisuma la nga perform Big Rose.
Waaw maybe time boobu ñëwagul. You know.
So like Big Rose, so right now Nala engage on sa journey into music.
Yeah.
Yeah. For started at the name Big Rose naka la ñëwee
waaw ñun ñu starté si musique xam nga ñun suñ Serekunda si hood bi ñun si hood bi lañ yaroo. you know time boobu yëf yi you know xam nga time yi xale rek ay karta ay play football ay freestyle.
nekk bandi.
waaw nekk bandi xam nga ñun noonu la nii rek benn suu am rek ñu egg fa taxale nii sax kon bi yëngatu nii sax ñun noonu lañ continuer.
so yow comme yow sa journey into music.
waaw nii la nii rek egg stage nii rek. freestyle aka time dañu yàgg a wéy freestyle. waaw time in school sax danaa toog classe di tëggal table di freestyle xam nga. after noonu la léegi benn suu amoon si koñ fekk ma ne di station la def too. after soo bi nee léegi suma yaram tàngale ma egg si ko stage bi noonu laa freestyle rek. toj fa rek comme noonu laa continuer you know.
waaye no journey into the music scene is very unique.
yeah it's very unique.
waaw lu comme normally ñeneen dañ laa wax ne lii moo ma inspire lii laa def nii ak nii kii la daan seetaan kii la daan déglu.
non waaw
so yow moom da nga jos nii rek. taata
waaw xam nga ñun si wut bi lañ jógee su.
comme ni ko
bani mu fa xam nga.
waaw anyway
comme loolu la ne ay freestyle karta xam nga.
I know
benn di su am rek ma egg. waaw franchement noonu laa ñëwee si musique game bi you know.
nice so right now lu ñoo def mooy comme dañoo go for a short break seetaan Big Rosé music videos and we'll be back with more juice with Big Rosé. Stay tuned.
fi góor jigéen man bilay taluma yooyu dégg naa am na ñu may classe bilay xamuma ñooñu ngay oote xaat ko man gisuma loolu ñu ne rap bi am na beneen king non fooguma loolu hey pour ka ñu rap rek xam nga man gaynde laasi ngay weedi Rosé dem Jamaica weedi king sa laasi da nga bëggoon siiw yow léegi nga doge aksi sa rap di ma saf ni puupu béy suma ba saf ni pasti.
Welcome back from that short break. Rosé, how do you feel about that video? Comme yow loolu lan la def yow looy yëg seetaan sa boppa.
No, loolu it's just normal, you know. It's just normal to me. Because right now sax tracks yi sax dañ ko floss because right now ñu ngi job si tracks yoo xam ne su waree génn you know full Gambia la ñoo yëngal you know.
nga ne ma.
yeah mixtape bi mi ngi lut so su waree wàcca full dëkk la ñoo yëngal so tracks yi sax it's just starting la woon rek.
So right now yaa ngi work on a mixtape.
Yeah, maa ngi work on a mixtape, maa ngi work on a EP, maa ngi work on an album, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So comme jox ñu updates on lan la ñoo expect si seen mixtape album ak what are we expecting?
Yeah.
ak names tamit su nekkee like am nga name of some mixtape or what's up?
No, waaw mixtape bi dañ ko tuddee di Broke Boy, you know.
The Broke Boy.
waaw Broke Boy.
la moo inspire Broke Boy.
non loolu moom mooy comme xam nga Broke Boy yi ñoo xam ne si biir mixtape bi di nga xam yëpp daal bu ma wax yëpp.
comme dañoo demal tuuti rek is it comme sa life sa journey nga nekk di explain.
yeah.
and comme sa right now sa present condition maybe you are broke right now.
no right now me I'm not broke.
mun naa nekk dafa broke right now.
no I'm not broke waaye ana sooy dóor mixtape. nekkul da ngaa seet am na big man yoo xam ne ñu ngi nekk multimillionnaire sax su ñu génnee album dañ ko tuddee di pocket o xam nga fooy. waaw so loolu nekkul comme man personally. waaye Broke Boy laa ko tuddee. so di nga gis dafa capture yenn niggas yoo xam ne si street bi la nekk di dundee hard life bi at yooyu.
hard life
understand nga. yeah
real ghetto youth.
you know. so boobu su waree wàcca rek you know at bi dafa wàcca EP bi dafa wàcca mixtape bi.
yëpp si 2022 bi.
yëpp 2022 bi you know.
my brother. Big Rosé giving us all everything nga ñu jox daal.
yëpp lay joxe.
so yow right now ma yaa ngi just one niggas yi so yow right now ma engage la sa relationship ak sa fellow artist right now sa fellow artist.
waaw ma artiste yi ñu ngi cool rek comme suma boy ñoom suma boy lañ nekk.
boo ma la sa boy artiste yi mënuñu nekk sa boy.
waaw
ñëpp laa la nekk de woon ñëpp. si kaw bi si suuf
si kaw bi si suuf maa ngi cool ak boy yëpp.
Big Rosé.
yeah man.
so ma limal la ay tur right now.
limal. maa ngi cool ak boy yi.
yaa ngi cool ak boy. Karafa.
non Karafa ñu ngi cool just music la woon rek xam nga music mun ngaa dem studio nga beef nit sax.
so setul ngeen seen beef bi right now.
non loolu du setul Karafa suma doom la loolu jarul setul jarul dara. Karafa every day min suma koñ.
so la moo inspire woon that beef la moo waral beef boobu noonu.
non beef boobu noonu fekk mu ngi ñëw dëgg suma koñ xam nga. ay wax yu sew am nii rek. loolu ay freestyle la rek dafa génn hit rek waaye beef boobu freestyle la.
Right, so I'm afraid that is all we have time for. Man, like some music so I'll just have to take my time, take a look at it.
Yeah,
thank
you.
All right, so Churchill, thank you so much for joining us on the Click segment.
Yeah.
So Aliou, I'm afraid that is all we have time for till we come your way tomorrow. Bye for now.
yelloo na ndox mu set te ndox mu set dafa bokk ci dunni doomu aadama te biir kat amul seetu waral na lépp lu fay dugg dafa war a doon li nga xamante ne ni lu indil doomu aadama bi loraange ci wàllu wérugu yaram One Stop Water Solution Limited ñu ngi fii ci biir réew taxaw temm fexe pour gis ne doomu aadama bu ne di nga naan ndox moo xamante ne ni ndex mu sell te wóor la ndax indil nañ leen ay xeetu filtres yi nga xamante ne ni mun ngeen koy jëfandikoo ci seeni pompe yi ci biir réew moo xam booxool ngay jëfandikoo wala pompe nawek yi ne bépp xeetu filtre bi nga xamante ne ni dina la indil wér gu yaram musal la ci loraange amal nañ leen ko ci biir réew am nañ 10-inch filter set of 3 bii nag ñett lay àndal bu ci ne ak li muy liggéey bokk na ci 5 micron pp sediment filter bii nag mooy segg ndox mi ba mu set génnee fa lépp li nga xamante ne ni warta ànd ak ndox moomu bala nga koy jëfandikoo gat granule carbon filter bii nag mooy segg génnee lépp lu xeetoog chemical ak organique yi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo nekk ci biir ndox mi sellal ndox mi ba waral mu soppi li nga xamante ne moom la ndox mi di saf mu soppi cafin gi def ko ndox mu sellate óor CTO block carbon filter bii nag du yem rek ci segg ndox mi sellal ko ba mu sell waaye nag daf koy yokk ay ngéneel yi nga xamante ne ni day baax ci wér gu yaramu doomu aadama bi dëgëral waaye tamit yàggal lool sa yuur wi am nañ tamit 12-inch filter set of 3 boobu it liggéey bu nu mel lay def ñetti filter yépp benn bu ne ak lu muy liggéey am nañ 10-inch post carbon 10-inch coconut carbon 75 GPD PO1 membrane bi amal nañ leen bépp xeetu water tank tàmbalee ko ci 500 litres 5000 ba ci 1000 litres ak plumbing fittings kon nag mbokk yi bu ngeen buggee naan ndex yu sell te wóor seeti leen One Stop Water Solution Limited suñu makkaan bu mag baa nga foofa ca Sukuta Highway Mariama Kunda Johnson wala nga call ñu ci 505 5691 796 8272 One Stop Water Solution Limited ndox mu set mooy yàggal dund ni doomu